two young teenagers, and my husband had been recently diagnosed with brain cancer. And they were so helpful to guide us through that difficult time. And I was so appreciative. And I thought of the fund because I thought there were a lot of people who couldn't afford that counseling. And we were fortunate to be there and to afford the counseling, but there were so many who couldn't afford that and could benefit from the fund.
In 1999 and 2000, when I was going through a bit of a difficult time in my personal life, I decided that I would seek some counseling from the Samaritan Center. And it was the first time that I had ever had therapy, and I found it to be so affirming and so helpful to me in getting through that time. And I was very fortunate because my health insurance covered the cost of my visits to the Samaritan Center. However, I was aware that there are many people who need help, who either don't have insurance that'll cover that for them, or they can't afford to make the payments on their own with it.
I've been very supportive of this program through the years because I know that there are women who have been helped tremendously by being able to be counseled or take advantage of our programs through this fund, which helps them to pay the fees which they can't afford for the whole fee.
And I like the thought that it made me realize that the life I took for granted was not the life a lot of women have. I had a healthy family. I had choices. At that time, I could go back to work or stay at home. And I knew that that made my life so much easier than so many women who were struggling.
Many of those women have issues and fears and troubles just like we do. The difference is they don't have the resources to seek help.
I like the idea of women in the community banding together and making a difference for other women.
And having this opportunity to serve on a committee dedicated to women helping other women in this way gives me an opportunity. It brings me so much joy, but it gives me an opportunity to pass it on to others, to bring out healing and wholeness to other people and their families.
Takes me back to the first luncheon that was held in 1996. It was out on Oregon Pike at the Old Quality Inn, and there was a small group of women, and I wanted to learn more about the fund because my late husband, Jay Humphreys, was on the board of directors, and he talked about the Samaritan Counseling Center and what an important agency it was in the community to provide counseling for families and individuals.
But I remember it was exactly what I hoped it would be. I walked into the room and there was a lot of energy, and I had a chance to visit with friends and make new friends. I just love the spirit of women doing something positive to make life better for others.
Having that funding option available for women is a very beautiful thing. You do see a lot of women that are struggling from certain situations and they're not able to make those type of payments for the counseling services that we offer. So being able to have that funding for women and hearing the relief that they do have an opportunity to fix the situation that they're in or able to express themselves in a very calm setting or in a very confidential setting is a great relief, and I feel like it offers a lot of women a safe haven for them to express their emotions and be able to work through a lot of the things that have happened in their lives.
So my role in working with women who received funding from Silent Samaritan has been a great honor. I've been able to see and provide services for individuals that maybe wouldn't have gotten to otherwise receive services, and have gotten to really see, be able to walk with them through struggles and be able to be a part of their journey, which is something that I think that I feel really lucky to be able to do.
Because I feel like women do have it hard sometimes, so being able to actually have that funding and able to offer that additional help is a great relief, and you definitely do see a difference.
Also gotten to experience the gratitude of seeing those individuals find new ways to maybe manage stress or anxiety or depression through the work that we do, and be able to really see the change that can come from having access to mental health services.
The joy is we can help them, and we have helped them for many years, and we will continue to.
Join me this year and write your check for the Silent Samaritan Fund.
If you are not yet a Silent Samaritan, I hope that you will consider making that something that you do to help the people in your community.
So I would encourage everyone, if you need a volunteer opportunity, this is the one that you should pursue, because it really is heartwarming.
Thank you for all you have done, and for what I know we as Silent Samaritans will continue to do.
And I would like to say right now, cheers to 30 years of hard work for women helping women.
Hello, Silent Samaritans. Some of you are here for the very first time, and some of you have been coming for 30 years. Either way, I wanted to take a moment just to say thank you. You took a bright idea and you turned it into a legacy. You saw a need and you came up with an idea and you ran with it. And it's hard to say the fullness of the impact that you've had. Women helping women, making access to care that otherwise might not have been available. So thank you for 30 years. And I'm excited to see where it goes from here. 30 more, who knows where it will go. But thank you, and thank you for being here today.